You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he trying to get this money for the rent, for the Cadillacs and gas money spent. We'll have a whole lot of bitches jumping shit. You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he tryna get this money for the rent, for the Cadillacs and gas money spent. Will cause a whole lot of jumping shit. You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he tryna get this money for the rent, for the Cadillacs and gas money spent. Will have a whole lot of jumping shit.
What's going on, party people? It's your man, 50 Grand, the Godfather, Nate Milton, and you are about to listen to another excellent episode from the Nefarious Media Network. Since January of 2025, we have been putting it down for the crown, and we've been committed to bringing you truthful, thoughtful, turned-up commentary as it pertains to the worlds of sports, politics, pop culture, pro wrestling, entertainment, and life. Yes, life. This thing that we are all just trying to get through day by day. An electric word called life, as the man used to say. And that brings us to the drive for 500. Yes, 500 YouTube subscribers, which gets us halfway to monetization, and 500 Patreon subscribers. Patreon.com/Nefarious Media Network. That's our stretch goal for the year. Because if we hit those marks, it allows us the flexibility and the freedom and the funds, quite honestly, to do some more things here at the network, to be more consistent with our shows, to bring you new shows, and to bring some people on to help with production. So if you believe in us, man, if you believe in what we're doing here, because we got a lot of hard-working people, myself included, working 50, 60 hours a week at the shoot jobs, got families, got kids, got responsibilities, but we still do this, man, because we love this and we believe in this. And if you believe in us and you love the shows that we do, help us out, man. Help a brother out. Help a sister out. That's all we asking, because we are trying to change the game by any means necessary, even if those means may be nefarious.
This is the Parley, a place where guests are required to put their money where their mouth is, where we double down on the discourse and conversation. That's the only currency accepted. Proudly presented by the Nefarious Media Network.
Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Another week here at the Nefarious Media Network. This is the Parley, the program where conversation is the only currency accepted, like that lady said off the top. I am your host, or one of your hosts, the Godfather Nate Milton, over 10 years in the game. Ain't a damn thing changed. And I am joined by a nice crew here, a motley crew if you will, for this edition of the Parley, episode 11, the Cinderella syndrome. And we'll get back to that for the record, because that's something I've been thinking about the last few days. But let's not waste any time, ladies and gentlemen. Let us bring on the first of our crew here this week. First of all, you know him, you love him. He is our resident Cowboys hater. He is our resident calcium connoisseur. And of course, he is one of the greatest producers in the podcast game today. So much, in fact, that people call him the Caitlin Clark of production. Speaking of which, get well soon, sis. We need you next season in the W, Caitlin. Get well, my friend. I don't know why I made that real personal, like we have a relationship. I just be watching that lady on TV and whatnot. But y'all know the sentiment. Get well soon, Caitlin Clark. Anyways, let's bring on the Caitlin Clark of production, a.k.a. Caitlin Dark. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. Some of y'all Cowboys fans really hate him, especially after this week. But y'all give it up for two-way Ray Williams.
Hey, brother Nate. How's it going?
What's
How's
up,
it
Ray
going?
Williams?
Always, not much. Always a pleasure to be in with you. I mean, I'm feeling good. Like I told some of my students, Commanders won, Cowboys lost. I'm looking like going to be 2-0 in both of my fantasy leagues, so I can't complain, brother.
Okay.
I cannot complain.
Ray and I see, Ray, before you get into your
yeah.
spiel here, man, I would just like to let people know Ray and I are an example of how you can work together and both people can succeed, because in the fantasy league, Ray and I had the most blockbuster trade of the season. It was the only trade of the season, but still, it was the most blockbuster trade of our fantasy football season here at the Nefarious Media Network, where I traded my beloved quarterback, my QB1, Josh Allen, and James Conner over to Ray in exchange for Patty Mahomes, the young GOAT, the Billy GOAT, if you will, and Bijan Robinson. And it was one of those rare trades, Ray, that worked out for both sides, brother.
Indeed. I mean, Bijan, he was able to get you at a 55, 60-yard reception for a touchdown. And then the underappreciated, undervalued Josh Allen, he was able, once he got into a stable foundation that actually wrapped their arms around him, the brother was able to finally flourish, and he went off for almost 400 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. So yeah, like you said, I believe this is the one case that you can find a win-win. Both sides got what they were looking for. So hopefully it works out that way for the rest of the season until we play each other.
Yes, then all bets are off, Ray Williams. All bets are off, brother.
Indeed. But let's stop talking about real sports, brother.
Yeah, because here's the thing, y'all. Football season is afoot. The NFL is back. Some would say better than ever. So we are going to be real sports heavy, probably for the next 3-4 months, even more so than we normally are here at the Nefarious Media Network. But that doesn't mean we can't bring in folks that may not be locked in and tapped into the NFL, like our next guest, man. Y'all know her from so many programs here on the Nefarious Media Network, such as the Avengers Initiative. She has been a guest on Super Salad. And, maybe most famously, Ray, she that lady from the top of the show. Mm-hmm. Y'all give it up for our friend, number 1 pick in our draft, Ray Williams, Brittany Monet. Cap, what's good, fam?
Hello. I am good. I took a lovely nap and almost forgot that I was supposed to be here today. Which is probably why my makeup looks busted, because I was really hurrying to make sure I don't miss this. But yeah, I'm good. I worked today. Got sushi from Vaughn's, and I was lucky because I literally got there right when the sushi chef was putting out the fresh selection. So it was
nice.
Despite the little nap debacle, it's been a good day.
What's your role of choice with your Rip Van Winkle ass, Britt?
So they don't do, they rarely ever have the ones where you get them deep fried or whatever. So it was the
tempura.
One was a California roll, because it was I got the one where it was little different rolls in one platter.
Sampler.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I got one where it actually did have tempura shrimp in it, but then it was like cucumber, slices of cucumber with it. And then another one was just a California roll with what do you call it? Like the flakes that they put on it. I don't know what those flakes are called. Is it onion flakes? Like
Yeah,
fried
I think so.
flakes with chili and yum yum sauce on it. And then it was another one was it a spicy California roll maybe on the other one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that. And they also had pork shumai, so I bought that. And yeah, so it was a good little like lunch because I have a weird like shift where I got off at like 10:15, and by the time I actually got like in the area that I live, it was like almost 11. So I was like, might as well just get like sushi and then go take a nap. So yeah, that was my day.
Yes, grocery store sushi, very underrated, but it has to be the right grocery store, Ray Williams.
Yes.
yes, that's indeed. No gas stations, please. No gas stations.
No gas station sushi. I would not recommend it unless Buc-ee starts doing sushi, because everything at Buc-ee's is amazing.
I've never been to
That's
one
what I
yet.
hear.
I won't say I don't think they got Buc-ee's out in your neck of the wood, Cap.
No, but like since I follow a lot of bands and they tour a lot, and that's one of the places that they often talk about and stop at. So I know of it. I just not have experienced it myself yet.
The cleanest bathrooms in the game at Buc-ee's. like that's not even a joke, Ray Williams. Like they pay their bathroom attendants more than a lot of other places because they want their bathrooms to be pristine. When you've been driving for 6 hours and you stop at this damn Buc-ee's.
Yeah, because don't they? I think they have like showers and stuff in their bathrooms, right?
I don't know about all that. Like
Or-
now you
I
just
think,
being egregious.
Like,
Ray.
no, I think I hear like for the big ones, especially since they have like truck drivers and stuff come
See, here's
in.
the thing, Ray. I'm not disputing your
commercial.
accuracy with this claim. I'm not disputing it. I'm just saying, like, there are many things, Brittany Monet, that I would do. Like, growing up, especially, like my parents loved to go on the road. Man, we had relatives in Texas and Mississippi, so living in Virginia, we'd always drive out for the summer and just make these marathon, month-and-a-half long trips where we'd stop in Mississippi and then we drive to Texas and then we drive back. And so we stopped at a lot of rest areas, man. We stopped at a lot of rest stops. Not never once, Ray. Not never once have I ever been like, you know what I could use at this rest stop? A shower. It's gonna take me a shower here at this rest stop with all these rest stop people. That's never been something I was thinking about, Ray.
Well, that's because you ain't in that position, dog. I'm talking about those. I'm talking about people driving cross country, dog.
Even if I was
don't-
riding a big rig, Ray, even if I was driving an 18-wheeler, I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna wait till I get to, a hotel or something, check in a hotel for an hour, get me a little hotel shower. I'm not trying to take no shower at the Buc-ee's rest stop, Ray Williams.
No.
Some of the guys in bands, they will sign up for a gym that they know
Yes.
is nationwide, and then they will use the gym showers and shower there. So like I know that's a little trick, but I don't know if Buc-ee's has a shower. I just know that a lot of guys in bands stop there and talk about how it's like the Holy Grail.
Yeah, I would do the gym thing. I don't know if YMCA's are still popping like they used to, but I'd take a shower at YMCA. I'd rent a hotel for an hour. That's not shady at all, Ray Williams. I don't know why you're looking at me like that. I rent a hotel for an hour, take me a shower, but I'm not taking no shower at no damn Buc-ee's, Ray.
All right, well, excuse me, oh highfalutin bougie.
Here's the thing, Ray. It's not so much showering at the Buc-ee's, but it's just like going into the shower and coming out of the shower. It's like I don't know none of these people around here, Ray. I don't know none of these rest stop people, man. And I feel a certain type of way. I'm not saying that I'm paranoid, but it's just like I don't know if I can trust y'all while I'm taking a shower at the Buc-ee's.
No, I think it's like cornered off. So where I think you have like your own stall. Like
You got to get a
ain't
code
all
to get
out in the
Buc-ee's
open,
shower.
brother. Yeah, it ain't
Like, is
next
this
to
a
like
prison
the
shower
Buc-ee's
type
nuggets.
situation?
Yeah, no,
It's crazy.
It ain't open air, right? It ain't like the pool.
But Ray, unwittingly, you've given me a great segue to our first topic this week on the parlay. Because communal showers are a big part of sports, man. You grew up playing sports. You done showered with a lot of people in your life, man. You've also seen a lot of people that didn't take showers. You're like, that's That's real odd, my boy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we don't need that on the squad right now. You get away from me. Get out the huddle. You need to leave.
Even if you had to go in there with like shorts on.
Yes. Oh yeah. I've taken like not every time, but yeah, there were times where I took showers with my shorts on. Whether it was football or baseball. So this is a tangent, but baseball was the best. This is a weird statement to say, Brittany Monet. Baseball was the best communal shower experience of my life. And what I mean by that, Ray Williams, is football showers are very practical and utilitarian for the most part. Like you go in, do what you got to do, and get up out of there.
Right.
We not too much grab ass, as the coach would say back in the day.
So there's grab ass in the baseball showers, is what you're telling me.
Well, here's the thing: there may be grab ass in the baseball shower. But in this particular baseball shower, like I can't speak for every locker room. I ain't been in every baseball locker room across America, Brittany Monet. I'm just saying in the baseball locker room I was in back in college, we took showers, but so first thing, everybody took showers with shorts on. So they was like, it was a very who's my man off of what was the show? Arrested Development. Tobias.
In the jorts?
Yes. It was a very Tobias Funke never nude situation in the shower. Everybody had their shorts. Everybody had swim trunks on or the little compression shorts. So you rarely saw somebody junk in the baseball shower. But what made the baseball shower so great, Brittany Monet, was once the head coach left, he left. He's like, all right, boys, great game. Everybody get showered up, man. I'll see y'all at practice in the morning. The team, I can say this now because, statute of limitations and whatnot, Ray. We was all, for the most part under the age of 21, but the team manager would come in with a big old baseball bag filled with alcohol, Brittany Monet. And we just be in the shower. We take 45-minute showers because it was 5 minutes for showers and 40 minutes for drinking. We just be up in the shower just drinking and telling stories and having a good old time and then just stumble back down the street because the baseball locker room was on campus, so we just all stumbled back to our various dorm rooms. But those are some good times, Ray Williams. Somebody brought a radio one time, man, and we were just singing songs, much like a scene from a movie we may talk about. We singing "I Will Survive" and drinking Crooked Eyes in the shower, St. Ives, baby. It was a time to be alive, Ray Williams.
Oh my goodness!
What a communal
unsanitary. Yeah, I know that seems unsanitary with a bottle going around in the shower.
Well, I mean, it was more than one bottle of beer, Ray. Like the bag, the baseball bat bags, your equipment bag. Yeah, it was just filled with beer and wine and liquor. Right. And brother, we didn't win a lot of games, but we were a very close team, Ray Williams. We had camaraderie. I think we only won 5 games that season. Probably because we was drunk all the damn time.
Exactly. I was count how many of those y'all were sober. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, it may have affected our performance on the field, but that's not here nor there.
Y'all could have had contracts had y'all just stayed off the bottom.
Could have been a championship team if we wasn't always drunk after the game. But speaking of championship teams, football season is back in effect, and so I wanted to throw out another one of our patented drafts, Ray. We've done the military veteran draft. We've done the superhero draft here on the parlay. So I think it's time to have a draft for our favorite fictional athletes. The way this is going to work is we're going to go around the horn. Ray, Brittany, and myself will each pick 3 athletes over 3 rounds. Our favorite fictional athletes, maybe from TV or movies or the comics or even literature. Ray Williams, if Huckleberry Finn is your favorite athlete of all time, then you could choose Huckleberry Finn out here. So we're going to go around the horn and see who has the most interesting or even the best fictional draft. And also, if y'all are watching and you've got some ideas for your favorite fictional athletes, drop them in the chat and Ray will bring them up if he sees anything that catches his eye. But I think, we will start with Brittany Monet. We'll go Brittany, Ray, me, and that's the way we'll do it for every round. So Brittany Monet, you got the first pick. You're on the clock.
Because I don't want anyone to take this just in case this is because I feel like this might be one. I don't know. I picked Jamal Jeffrey / Joanna Man.
Woo!
Oh, okay. Starting coming out hot.
I was just
All
like,
right.
wait a minute, hold up. I feel like this might be one that
Yes.
potentially Nate might steal from me if I like save it. So I'm not saving him. Him/her. I'm picking that one first. I love that movie, Juwanna Mann. It is a very fun movie. Highly recommend it if you have not seen it. So yeah, I could go either way, into the NBA or the WNBA. So that's my pick.
Especially in Joe Biden's America.
Oh yes.
But now Juwanna Mann is a great pick, Cap. Like Juwanna Mann was on my list. Not in my top 3, but Juwanna Mann was definitely on the list because I do love that movie. It's ridiculous. We are a WNBA friendly podcast, and that would never fly in the real WNBA. But the fact that the way Jamal Jeffries is found out to be Juwanna Mann, it's like the name should have been a tip-off, Britt. The name should include somebody in. But he goes up for a dunk, Ray. The first female to ever dunk in the WNBA to win the game. And his wig falls off. And it's like, you'd think it would be more secure if he's out there tussling in the paint for rebounds and whatnot. But the wig falls off, and everybody's like, that's Jamal Jeffries. And then it cuts to Tommy Davidson, who plays Puff Smoky Smoke, who's like this little annoying rapper that has a crush on Jamal as Juwanna. And he's just out there. One of my favorite lines in the history of films, Ray Williams. Everybody is just stunned and appalled at this. And he's like, I love you, Juwanna Mann. Even if you a man, does that make me a man? I'm so confused. Juwanna. Oh, that's a great movie, man. No, let me take that back, Cap. It's not a great movie. It's not a great movie. It's a fun movie.
I think it's a great fun movie.
Yes. When they're at the like they're having like a double date at the restaurant, and
oh yes.
I forget who the guy is that's trying to get with Vivica Fox.
Oh,
it's Vivica Fox, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so Vivica Fox is the star of the WNBA team that Jamal Jeffries actually has a crush on, but she invites Juwanna on a double date with the guy that she's into and Puff Smoky Smoke, and they're at the restaurant, and he's like, and Juwanna is trying to order, and Puff Smoky Smoke Ray is like, hold on, man. Let me order for you. She wants filet mignon. You ever had filet mignon? Little piece of meat, bacon wrapped around it. Filet mignon. Yeah, that movie is ridiculous.
It is. But the way you were talking, like the way you were talking coded, I was like, hold on, it might be my pick. So like, let me do this one first.
Yes. Yes. So for those that are unaware, before the show, we did have a little bit of a chat before the mics went on. And I did tell Ray, I've got if nobody picks it, I have a special pick for the third pick of the draft that it might make Ray furious. So we'll see. But Ray Williams, who is your first pick in your fictional athlete draft?
All right. With the first pick, the Mondo Dondos select, or with the second pick of the first round of the draft, the Mondos Dondos select the pride of Brooklyn, New York, high school phenom, who some people can say he got game. I'm going with Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Nice.
Wait, who's that?
You ever see He Got Game?
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a Spike Lee movie with Denzel and Ray Allen, the real life NBA player, plays Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Okay.
It's a good movie. Britt.
All right.
As most Denzel Spike Lee movies are.
I just watched the other one that they just put on
the
Apple.
new one?
Yeah.
How is it?
It was interesting.
Uh-oh.
I expected a bigger twist, especially because they said that the movie's supposed to be like a thriller. So I was waiting for something crazy to jump off, and I think that's what maybe threw it off for me. So it's not a thriller. Whatever they tell you, the movie's not a thriller because yeah. But I mean, I feel like it was cool for the most part. Good music in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Spike's always gonna have a good soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of my favorite Spike Denzel movies was Inside Man, like kind of an underrated movie with Was it Gerard Butler in that one?
I think so. Yeah,
long ago.
one of the bank robbers.
Yeah, it's one of the bank robbers. Yeah, like that.
I
Yeah,
think
Inside
so.
Man was a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I think Spike said it was kind of, if not a direct reimagining, it was like a spiritual successor to one of them old movies that he watched back in the 50s. But yeah, it was Inside Man's a good film. So Brittany went with the controversial Joanna Man. Ray Williams went with Jesus Shuttlesworth. Trying to think, is there an athlete on my list that name starts with a J so I keep the thing going? I don't think so. So I'm going to go with so y'all both have gone basketball. I'm going to go baseball.
Oh no!
I'm going to go
I
baseball.
gotta look at my list.
I'm going to go baseball because one of my favorite fictional athletes ever. And they tried to replace him, Ray. They tried to replace him. They tried to do a Don Cheadle, Terrence Howard to him. And the people wouldn't buy it because there's only one man.
I see where you're going.
There's only one man out here stealing
Omar
bases for the Cleveland Indians. And that's Wesley Snipes as Willie Mays Hayes from Major League.
Yeah, poor Omar Epps. Yeah.
Yes. Like, why would you say that's Willie Mays Hayes? Why wouldn't you just say it's his cousin or a brother?
No. Yeah.
Like, just because they both dark-skinned don't mean that's the same
thought you were just going to slide him in there.
Yeah. But no, Major League is one of my favorite movies ever. Like, not even just a sports movie. Like, it gets me, like, no matter how many times I see it, Ray, it gets me emotional, man. There's so many little emotional beats of this team of underdogs. Like Charlie Sheen is like their ace pitcher who comes from the California Penal League. You got Jake Taylor, the catcher, Tom Berenger. That's on 3 bad knees because he had a knee surgery and he's on his 3rd knee and he's still trying to hang on for one last moment in the league while he's still trying to get with Rene Russo on the side. You got Corbin Burnson as Roger Dorn out here. Just, the playboy of the team. And then, you got Serrano, Dennis Haysbert, my boy Serrano.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Boo, help me now. I say, forget you, Joe Boo. I do it myself. Woo! This team, Ray Williams, and the way the movie start, where they go into Cleveland, Brittany Monet, the birthplace of Vanessa Shark, and just singing this depressed-ass Randy Newman song, Roll on, Big River, roll on. Like, yeah, these people are really depressed. The only thing they have to live for is these sorry-ass Indians, man. I hope they can win something. But Wesley Snipes, man, to me, this is like young Wesley Snipes before he, popped off and became, like, this big action hero in the 90s. And it's just, like, the chemistry between him and Charlie Sheen in that movie was really cool. And it's like, I wish they could have found a way to bring him back for the second one. But, yeah, I love Major League, man. You know what? I'm going to say it, Ray. I don't even mind Major League 3 Back to the Minors. It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie at all. Because here's the thing. If y'all ain't seen it, man. Corbin Burnson now works for the Minnesota Twins. I'm like, how did this happen? I thought he was the Indian lifer. Now he's the general manager for the Twins? What's going on here? And he hires Scott Bakula to manage the minor league team featuring Walton Goggins. And Brittany, this is maybe it's just because I'm looking at it with 2025 eyes, but Walton Goggins is like the hot shot rookie baseball player, but he still looks like he's 35. Like,
I like him best as the ghoul.
Walton Goggins, who also is sneaky good in Marvel.
Yes.
In the Ant-Man films, and he was also in What If, doing a voiceover that was really cool. But yeah, Walton Goggins, looking 35, supposed to be 25 as this hot shot major league prospect. And then the guy that played Jefferson Darcy is like the manager of the Minnesota Twins. And Corbin Burnson arranges a game between the Twins and the minor league affiliate. And if the minor league affiliate wins, then they get to become the Twins. And the Twins get to go down to the minor leagues. And I'm like, that's not how major league contracts work. Corbin Burnson.
Right. This ain't this relegation. Right. Promotion relegation. This ain't soccer, brother.
But no, the play again, it's a movie, Ray Williams, so you know they're gonna win. But when Jake Taylor's facing the most fearsome pitcher in the league, and he calls a shot like Babe Ruth, and then lays down a bunt, and Wesley Snipes is already running, and he's just running and running, Ray, and finally just beats out that last tag, and the Indians win it. They win the pennant, and then they lose in the World Series. But we ain't worried about all that. We just want to see him win the pennant to give Vanessa Shark, little baby Vanessa Shark, and the people of Cleveland something to believe in for once in their life, Ray.
Indeed. Very, very classic movie. And you mentioned all those characters, those iconic characters. Didn't even mention one time your boy Wild Thing, brother Charlie Sheen. Did you? I didn't hear you mention.
He came from the California Penal League.
Oh yeah.
He just didn't say the character name. He just said Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, I didn't say Wild Thing, Ricky Vaughn, but yeah, he played in the California Penal League and was pardoned and was signed by the Cleveland Indians because that's the thing that happens, I guess.
All right.
I thought you was gonna mention like the old, slightly racist junk ball pitcher who was hanging on. Like, you telling me Jesus can't help me hit a curveball, Serrano? I thought you meant that guy. Like, I'm not giving that guy any props.
Oh yes.
Like,
no, but and then the manager, he's pretty good too.
The manager, he's been in a lot of things. I can't remember his name. He's like a famous character actor.
He's always like, oh, that guy from that thing. It's on the tip of my tongue. Ooh.
So a very spirited first round. Brittany came out the gates hot with Joanna Man. With a special,
I had to just in case.
Special honorable mention to Puff Smoky Smoke. Tommy Davidson does this thing in that damn movie, Ray. He's just like, again, when they at the restaurant, he's like, oh, you little country, got you crazy. Oaktown 357. I'm like, that is a very specific joke that a very specific part of your audience will get. But I appreciate Tommy for just going nuts in that film. I think that might have been when he was in his drug phase, but he got better.
Yeah, he low key, he's like very underrated as far as like a comedy actor and a stand-up comedian.
You ever seen Black Dynamite, Cap?
Oh,
I feel like I have, but I'm not.
Michael Jai White. It's like the 70s kind of blaxploitation film.
Is it the one where what's her name is in it and they're like fighting in a bathtub or a shower? That white lady who was married to Charlie Sheen.
No, you're thinking of Undercover Brother, which is similar but different.
Oh yeah,
with Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Denise
Undercover
Richards,
Brother is funny too. Yeah, but that was Denise Richards. Yeah. But no, Black Dynamite. We might have to put it on the list of films we're gonna watch that we never watch. But eventually one day we'll watch them. But Black Dynamite is like this blaxploitation spoof with Michael Jai White. And Tommy Davidson plays Cream Corn, like his pimp informant. And it's just ridiculous. But yeah, shout out to
shout out to Tommy Davidson. And by the way, I'm pretty sure you have watched it recently because you're going to be doing a review coming up on it. Ain't that right, Brother Nate?
That is completely wrong, Ray.
I thought that was going to be.
Now, if you had said this a year ago, you would be absolutely right. Because on the first episode of Kung Fu Island that you can find on the Patreon, Brent Chittenden and I did a review of Black Dynamite, which you can find on the Patreon now. And again, we have new Patreon tiers, $3, $5, $9.99, and $40. Find a level that works for you and support the show, support the crew here at Nefarious Media. But yes, if you want to hear more of my thoughts on Black Dynamite, check out the episode Brent and I did from about a year ago from Kung Fu Island Season 1. And we're coming back next year. We're coming back next season. Black Dynamite needs to be studied. Yes, we will study it here. If we don't do anything else, we're going to study Black Dynamite here in Nefarious Media. You put your money down on that, Jay Lacey. But hot first round, Brittany went with Jamal Jeffries, a.k.a. Joanna Man, the conservatives' nightmare. Ray Williams went with Jesus Shuttlesworth from He Got Game, and I went with Wesley Snipes, a.k.a. Willie Mays Hayes from Major League. Round 2, Cap, who you got?
All right. Well, since you did baseball, I'm going to pick one of my favorite baseball fictional characters. This is also one of my favorite movies ever. It's Dottie Hinson from A League of Their Own.
I knew it.
Yeah, I absolutely love that movie. Anytime I catch it on TV, I watch it. That's one that I need to buy on Blu-ray/DVD. Because you know me and my physical media. But I love that movie. That movie for like a brief second made me think maybe I can play baseball. But only with cute dresses.
I can see you out there in a little skirt like Rosie O'Donnell and Madonna and whatnot.
So yeah, that was I just love that movie. I think that's like one of the only like movies where I'm like invested in like sports is that movie probably. Though I actually was invested in the last inning of that Orioles-Dodger game the other night. That was crazy. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Such a random pull.
Well, because I was on my phone and the Dodgers were winning 3-0 when I looked at it. And then like I looked down at my phone, scrolling, got lost, and then the Orioles got one hit. I'm like, okay, whatever. They're still gonna lose because it's whatever. The next thing I know, I looked up because I hear my dad go, "What the fuck?" And I look up and the Orioles won 4-3 in like the last inning in the last like 15 minutes. I was like, what the hell happened? So that was crazy. But but League of Their Own, that's one of my favorite movies. I reference it all the time with there's no crying in baseball. And I used to say that to my little brothers who both played baseball. Me being a mean big sister. But yeah, I love that movie. I think Dottie Hinson is one of the greatest fictional athletes written. She's fun. Movie's fun. Good time. I know it's a crazy team because you got Jamal Jeffries and / Joanna Man and Dottie Hinson. But hey,
I don't know how they're gonna get it. Then again, they probably get along fine because Dottie Hinson was the only person, Ray. If you watch A League of Their Own, there was one black sister, man, that was just watching outside the fence, like, and you know. The messed up part, Ray, they got a theme song. These heifers got a nerve to have a theme song for this league. Talking about we're the members of the All-American League. We come from cities near and far. We got Canadians, Irish ones and Swedes, but no black people. We're all for one. We're all for you. We're all American. And the sister just sitting out there outside the fence like these Bammers, they ain't gonna let me play. And then the foul ball goes over the fence. And they're like, hey, can you throw us the ball back? And she throws a strike from the fence to where Dottie's standing behind the plate. And Dottie like gives her like, okay, I see you, sis. Maybe in 40 years you can be out here, but I see you right now. I see you. I see you, sis. But yeah, like Dottie Hinson, man. And here's how good Dottie Hinson was, right? They was like, hey, ain't nobody coming to see these women play baseball, dog. You got to do something, Dottie. And then Madonna's brilliant idea was like, what if my bosoms fall out? Everybody see my bosoms. And Rosie like, you think there's men out here that ain't seen your bosoms, yo? And then Dottie's like, no, I got you, fam. And it's a foul ball behind the plate, right? Normally the catcher just, backpedals Ray, catches it. Dottie's like, okay, I'm going to do something different. Drops to a full split in the skirt, Ray Williams, and catches the ball. And everybody's like, oh, snap. And then apparently there was a photographer from Life magazine there, like, I don't know why you was here if ain't nobody come to these damn games, and got a picture of Dottie and put Dottie on the cover of Life magazine.
He's showing out. See,
shout out to Dottie
for the women.
Dottie and Kit, man. Kit was probably my favorite on the team, though.
I have Kit too, just in case. I wrote down a good amount of fictional characters that I was like, we'll see.
They traded Kit's ass off the team, yo. I was like, damn, y'all,
sure
that's
did.
your family. They had a Racine. That's in like Wisconsin or something. Ray Williams, who is your next fictional athlete, and are they from Wisconsin?
No, but it kind of sounds similar to you trading away Josh Allen. Well, 3 minutes after
at least Kit got to play like Kit played half a season before she got traded.
All right. So I'm gonna stick with the ladies. Okay.
Progressive.
And by the way, of course. And by the way, shout out to Jesus Shuttlesworth once again, fellow calcium connoisseur. But he did mix it up though. He did mix it up.
Wasn't Rosario up in there?
Yeah, Rosario was up on there, so he had game in more ways than one. So, but yes, we're gonna stick with the ladies during this round, and this is gonna be my sleeper pick right here.
Okay.
This is gonna be my sleeper pick. I don't know if you guys have heard of the film Stick It. Have you guys
is
heard
it
of
the gymnastics movie?
Yes.
Okay.
That the main girl married Zachary Levi for like a few minutes or whatever. Real life.
All right, well, I'll forgive her for that one, but because we all know what Zachary Levi became. But yes, I'm going to go with that aforementioned lead girl. Character's name was Haley Graham. So if you're not familiar, Brother Nate,
yes,
Stick It
enlighten me.
Yes, it is a movie about, I believe it's a pretty much down and out gymnastics coach played by Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
And so he's trying to get back in the game, but they're like, all right, well, we'll let you get back in the game if you could come with your own team, but you can't have anybody that you trained before. It has to be people that are brand new. And so he's getting like a motley crew of different people for his gymnastics team. And his star pupil is a girl who's just coming out from juvie, and she's got like different issues, Haley Graham. And so Haley Graham is button heads with another girl on the team who wants to be like the top dog. And her name is Joanne Charis, played by Vanessa Lingles. So they're button heads and like they're not finding out a way. And plus, like Haley is rough around the edges. So she's not all
as one would be when they get out of juvie.
Of course. She's not all prompt and prim and trying to follow like the like all these unwritten rules within the gymnastics culture. Like she's I think there's one issue where it's like they take off like a decimal, like a fraction of a point, like a tenth of a point, because she had like her leotard was off to the side or something like that. And then everybody on the team was like showing solidarity. So everybody start putting their leotard to show resistance against this system. And so and just her becoming a leader and growing and growing around the team and finding that camaraderie, like you mentioned. They weren't drinking in the showers like you
don't know that, Ray. That wasn't part of the
movie. Yeah, that might have been in the deleted scenes, but director's cut. But yeah, she was able to gather around, and she also felt as though she wasn't doing it all by herself, and she felt the love of a team, and it pretty much became a family. So that's who I'm going with for this second round. My second round pick is Haley Graham from the movie Stick It.
Who played her?
I can't remember her name. I just know she married Zachary Levi when I had a crush on Zachary Levi and all that. And I was like, damn, got married. There goes my chance. But now he's,
I mean, there's still a chance, Brittany Monet.
No, not anymore. Right. Not with those politics. No, thank you.
Right.
You got to make compromises in relationships sometimes.
Nah, not that.
The name is Missy Peregrine.
Okay,
Missy Peregrine.
See, I know Missy Peregrine from that one season of Heroes she was on. With spoiler alert,
of course, Heroes.
Spoiler alert: her character got killed by Sila.
She ain't make it.
Damn, you ruined the show for me.
She ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3, Brittany. She ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3. That is a hell of a choice, Ray Williams. Some would say an unorthodox pick from Ray Williams. Yes. Haley Graham from Stick It. It's gonna let that marinate. Let the people absorb that pick. Because here's the thing, Ray. When you made that pick, at first I was afraid.
Oh, here we go.
Brittany, I was damn near petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side.
Oh.
Because we talking about somebody we can't never live with. That's my next pick in the draft. A man. You know, we talked a lot about ragtag teams. Ain't no team more ragtaggier than Ray's Washington Commanders back in the day.
That's true.
During the strike season. And this movie was based on a true story where the Redskins at the time had some scared players and they actually won a game or two. But in the fictionalized universe, this terrible team was the Washington Sentinels. And they was led by a disgraced former college quarterback who choked in the biggest game of his life, Brittany Monet, but he was back to lead these scabs. And his name was Shane Falco. Shane Falco from The Replacements, portrayed by Keanu Reeves, man.
Okay.
Just her face was like, yeah, you ain't getting too hurt, dog. Shit is right over there.
Keanu Reeves, like, I could have gone one of two ways with Keanu Reeves as a quarterback. We could go with The Replacements, or we could go with Point Break, because people forget Johnny Utah in the movie Point Break was a former football player that tore his Achilles, and so he joined the FBI because that's a natural path for a former college athlete to go to. Like, I can't do football anymore. I guess I'll go be a forensic investigator. Whoa. go surfing with Bodie. Whoa. But yeah, no, The Replacements, dog, that's one of my favorite. Again, it's much in the same vein as Juwanna Mann, where it ain't a great movie, but it's a fun movie. It's a great fun movie where Keanu has to get these ragtag has-beens and never-weres.
I thought The Rock did that movie.
No, you're thinking of The Game Plan, Britt.
No, The Game Plan is the one with the little girl.
You're thinking of Gridiron Gang.
Okay.
With the kids that are like in juvie.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Where The Rock is playing a white man, for those that don't know, the real life story of the Gridiron Gang. And because you see the real players and the real people at the end of the movie. And it's like
that's crazy.
Some random white dude being played by The Rock. But yeah, that's the one where The Rock's like he's talking to Willie, one of his star players that jumped in front of a bullet or protected his teammate who was in a rival gang, and then his gang member that was part of his gang ended up getting shot down in the middle of the street by the police in a rather graphic scene for what's supposed to be a kid's movie. And then he's talking to Willie in the cell, and he's like, "Why'd you do it, Willie? Why'd you side with your new teammates over your own set? Because of you, coach, and this damn football team. I don't know what's happening to me." "You're growing up, Willie. That's what's happening right now. Feel it, brother." I'm like, okay, Dwayne, you ain't getting no Oscar for this, cuz.
Hey, he got close. I mean,
he tried. He tried.
Yeah, I think the Smashing Machine might be the one.
Smashing Machine might be the one. But no, because he's like, yeah, my old man used to be hard on me too, and that's, it took me a while to forgive him. And then Willie's like, "That's why you such an asshole, coach?" "Yeah, I guess you could say that's why. When did you forgive your old man?" And then Rock pauses, takes a dramatic beat. "Just now, Willie. Just now." And scene.
I'm about to cry right now. I ain't even lying. Well, I remember when you said, and then that line, I was like, "Just now."
But no, that has nothing to do with The Replacements, Brittany Monet. The Replacements.
Sorry, I was just like, this sounds like a different movie. I think it's the wrong character.
Yes. No, The Replacements is like the scab players. Like you got Orlando Jones, who plays the cocky wide receiver that can't catch. Clifford Franklin. And then he's like, there's an interview with the sideline reporter where he finally makes a catch to win the game. And she's like, "Clifford, how did you do it?" He's like, "Well, And he's wearing like a mesh shirt where you can see all his chest and everything. He's like, the football is like a one-man code to Clifford Franklin. Clifford Franklin, the only one that's going to catch it, only one coming down with it.
Crazy.
And then they get into a bar fight with like the real Redskins and the real NFL players, and they get sent to jail. And while they're in jail, that's when they do like the electric slide to "I Will Survive." And it's just this amazing scene of these idiots dancing to this disco song. But at the end of the game, Shane Falco wins the game because they're like, "Hey, the real players coming back next week, Shane. this game don't even really matter, but we got a chance to win it. And then everybody's all tired and stuff. I think like one player broke his leg, and he's like, finish what you started, Shane. Finish what we started. As he's getting carted off the field, it's like, I don't think the league is going to pay for your medical expenses, brother.
Right.
There's a Irish kicker, Brittany, that like owes money to the Irish mob, and he can't make the game-winning kick because if he does, they'll destroy his bar and maybe murder his family. It's implied. And so he goes, he's like, I'm sorry, Shane. He goes to kick the ball, and Shane snatches the ball away from him so he doesn't kick it, and then like runs for a first down. And then like the kicker gets injured on that play, and he's walking off the field. He's like, it's like everybody getting injured in this damn game. And he's like, looks at Keanu. He's like, cheers, Shane. You saved me family. And he's like, hey, say hi to your daughter for me, man. And then they got one last play, and there's a deaf wide receiver. And he's like, all right, guys, who wants this play? And the deaf wide receiver's like, and he's like, you want it? You got it. And he's like, all right, guys, I know this has been a tough game, but you know what? Pain is temporary. Glory's forever. Chicks dig scars. Let's go, guys. And then Shane Falco leads him to a touchdown, Ray, and it gets called back because of a holding penalty. So they got to do it all over again. And Gene Hackman's the coach. I forgot to tell you that. Gene Hackman is the coach. And he's like, Shane, we can just kick the field goal. What you trying to do, man? And he's like, hey, man, I play scared. Let's go win, coach. Let's go win the whole damn thing. And it's like, you really only winning this one game because you fired tomorrow, Shane Falco. But okay, it's the principle. It's the principle, Shane. And they win the game because Shane Falco came through with a gutsy play. That's why Shane Falco is my number 2 draft pick. Let's go. Brittany Monet, final round.
I don't know if I should go for adding more chaos to what my team kind of already is.
Do it.
All right. Okay, this is a whole different other sport then. This is one of my favorite TV shows, even though I haven't watched the last season that is available. But I am choosing Roy Kent of UFC Richmond. Is that the name of the team? Richmond? Yeah. Roy Kent. He's there. He's where? He's every fucking where. Hell yeah. I love Roy Kent. He is one of my favorite characters. The actor who plays him, which his name is escaping me right now, is also one of the writers on the show, and he's actually Hercules in the after credit scene of Thor: Love and Thunder, even though that movie is, but yeah, Roy Kent,
all about that scene.
He is a really great soccer player or football player. Depending on what part of the country or world you live in. But yeah, he's fun. He's angry, grumpy. And I feel like that would be a fun little chaotic team. My other chaotic choice would have been Air Bud, just if anyone wanted to know. But there we go. Those...
I love Air Bud as an honorable mention.
I mean, I have some other honorable mentions that we can talk about later, but yeah.
Nice. Ray, we are in round 3. Despite what the graphic may tell the people out there. I think Ray was so moved by my rendition of the Gridiron Gang speech that he forgot to update the graphic. Ray was having some emotions during that. When did you learn to forgive your old man, Coach? Just now. Just now. Damn Gridiron Gang. That was a good movie. I ain't even gonna front.
I'm still forgiving my father, but that's neither here nor there.
Ray's waiting.
It's close to home.
Ray is waiting for that moment when he coaches these kids after school. Brittany, he's like, when did you learn to forgive your old man, Coach Williams? Just now, kid. Just now. Someday, Ray, it's gonna happen. Ray, it's gonna happen, brother.
All right.
All right, Ray. Your final pick. Who you got, brother?
Yes. So I'm not afraid to also cause a little bit of chaos.
Oh.
And you kind of stole the thunder a little bit. I stole the thunder a little bit, Brittany.
I'm so sorry.
Because as you see him as an honorable mention, I want this dog in always than one. He's a dog.
He got that dog in him.
Anyways, he got that dog, and not only a basketball player, football player, both football footballs, American and the world football. And a volleyball player from what I see. Spikes back.
Now that's too much. That's too much.
And a baseball player.
How does the dog play baseball? That's impossible. He can't hit.
He can do anything.
He ain't got no opposable thumbs.
You never know. He makes it work. That's that dog in him, Nate.
What is he just bunting the whole time? He just bunting, just holding the bat in his mouth. Just
you got to watch the movie.
We ain't watching that damn movie, Ray. What's the name of the movie? Because I know it's some terrible pun. What's the name of the baseball movie with Air Bud?
I think it's called Air Bud 7th Inning Fetch.
No, Hollywood. No, Hollywood. We ain't doing that, Hollywood.
I wonder if all those are on Disney.
7th Inning
Swear,
Fetch.
he got like 8 movies. I only saw like one.
These sports can this damn dog play?
But yes. Yes.
And are we to believe that it's the same Air Bud and every, like, I know it ain't the same dog because the original Air Bud been dead, but like, is it like that's just how animal physiology works, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't make the rules. But is the Air Bud in every movie supposed to be like that Air Bud from the first movie?
I would assume so.
Or are they like Air Bud's kids?
Well, he ended up having kids, and they called them Air Buddies. And so
nah, son. Stop Hollywood.
I think it is supposed to be the same character of Air Bud.
Air Buddies.
So
Come on.
I'm gonna go with Air Bud as my third and final pick.
Wow.
And look at Jay agrees with me. He says Air Bud is the Bo Jackson of canines. You tell him, Bo knows everything. Bud knows everything.
No, I think the best Air Bud pun for a title was the college football one where he was golden receiver. I'm like, okay, I can give you that.
Yeah, that works. Everyone else was like, what?
Seventh inning fetch. 7th inning fetch is just lazy. Air Bud. All right, that's a good pick though, Ray. I'll give you that one, man. I'll give you that one. Now, time for my final pick. As I said before, I let Ray and Brittany know this might be a little bit of outside the box thinking. And Brittany scared me for a half second when she mentioned her pick. Because I was like, did she just steal my pick? Oh, good. No, she didn't.
I wonder if this is one of the people I wrote down as backup.
Because my pick, Ray, he only played high school football.
Okay, never mind.
But to a lot of people, he may have been the greatest athlete they've ever seen, man. He was somebody who had speed, had strength, had agility, had vision, multiple types of vision, if you will, on the field. The final member of my team, I got to go to the high school ranks, Brittany Monet.
Okay.
All the way out to Smallville, Kansas.
I knew you. I swear
the starting
to God,
quarterback for the Smallville Crows, my man, Clark Kent, a.k.a. Kal-El, a.k.a. Superman is on my team. What the hell just happened, man?
Kal-El, no.
I knew he was going to do something.
Superman is on my team, Ray. You got a dog, Ray. You got a dog. I got the dog.
That's crazy.
Superman is on my team, Ray.
That's crazy.
Superman. He don't even want to play sports. Like he probably wanted to be on the school paper, but they just forced him to play sports.
They forced him to play. And here's the thing:
Is that a Napoleon Dynamite reference that Jay Lacey's making?
What is Jay saying?
No love for Uncle Rico. Napoleon Dynamite, Uncle Rico,
yes,
right?
Uncle Rico, yes. He can throw a football over your house. I mean, so could Clark Kent, starting quarterback for the Smallville Crows, ladies and gentlemen.
He only played one game.
He only played one game, but he was a beast in that one game. Don't play that brother on a sunny day. It's over for you, Ray. Don't let it be sunny outside. It's a wrap, son. It's a wrap. Man, Kal-El, no. Kal-El, yes.
Keep playing. I'm gonna put.
That's crazy. I didn't pick any superhero people that I wrote down. But I don't. Yeah, I have a couple extra if anyone cares.
Yeah. What you got? What you got left, Britt?
So obviously, this is one of my favorite TV shows as a teen. I put the Scott brothers, both Lucas and Nathan Scott.
Mm.
You know, the two white boys who could really play basketball when I was watching that show. I also have Monica Bright.
What was that, One Tree Hill?
Yes, One Tree Hill.
Oh yeah,
son. When they did that time jump on One Tree Hill, I was like, oh my goodness, this show to go to a whole nother level.
So that's the show where I probably missed the last couple seasons because I think that's when like I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff and DVR still wasn't like a thing where everyone just got DVR. So One Tree Hill, I never finished it, but I watched enough to know that the Scott brothers, they were it. I also picked Monica Wright from Love and Basketball.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sanaa Lathan.
choice.
Yes.
Play you for your heart.
Troy Bolton from High School Musical. And then last is Danny Rojas, who is also on the same soccer team as Roy Kent. Those were my little like. I was like, okay. I was nervous that you were going to pick Juwanna Mann, so that's why I had to go first with Juwanna Mann.
No, that was a good one. Juwanna Mann was a good one, but no, I had Kal-El in the back pocket the whole time. Ray Williams.
I didn't even think of that because I don't remember him playing football.
He played like one game in that one season of Smallville.
Oh, when Dean Winchester was the coach?
Yeah, when Dean Winchester was the coach. And I think Clark ended up like breaking some kid's arm because he got too into the game and didn't monitor or regulate his strength. And so then he was like talking to Pa Kent at the end of the show. He's like, I can't ever play again, Pa. It's not fair to the other kids. And he was like, that's a mature decision, Clark. And he was like, yeah, it's just not for me until 30 years from now when Nate picks me for his fantasy athlete draft and I got to stoop back up again, Pa. You got any other honorable mentions, Ray?
I do. So honorable mentions goes out first off. This is disqualifying because they're actually based off real people, but especially Boobie Miles. Before that knee injury, that boy was gonna be something. Boobie Miles from Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
The movie or TV show?
Movie. I didn't really get into the TV show.
Yeah,
I
didn't
really
either.
the movie.
Yeah, Boobie wasn't really as much of a character on the TV show as the movie.
Yeah, they weren't even in Permian no more. They were still like the Panthers, but I think they went to, I don't know. But then of course, gotta go with the Mighty Ducks. And specifically, I'm going with my DEI pick, Kenan Thompson as the goalie, who also end up playing for Team USA in the Junior Olympics.
Like, how does that happen?
Shout out!
I haven't seen the new. I don't know. I don't even know if they're still in production, Britt. But I still haven't seen like the updated series.
I started it, and then I don't know if that was a show that was releasing weekly, and then like I fell off of it because of like other stuff going on. But I should go back and finish that and rewatch the other movies.
What's up with Gordon Bombay and them boys?
Gordon Bombay.
Bombay. It's a ridiculous name.
And then lastly, for my honorable mentions, I had to go with Willie Beeman. He's getting the lady all beaming.
Hey,
think you can defeat me? You're dreaming. Willie Beeman from Any Given Sunday.
Yes. That movie was ridiculous as well. It's like none of that movie was like the only thing that was believable is Lawrence Taylor used drugs. Like I believe that 100%. Everything else in that movie, like we trading this player, I'm taking Cap Rooney over here, and then we moving the team and all this other stuff. It's like it's just too random. But no, Any Given Sunday was good.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Al Pacino out here. It's a game of inches, man. It's a game of inches. You gotta fight.
People actually, it's like they play that. Like people actually do believing in that speech, just like that Rocky Balboa speech.
Yeah.
Where it's like
life ain't all sunshine and rainbows, kid. It's gonna get you're gonna get hit, and when you get hit, you get back up. Yeah, that's what you do. I'm Rocky Balboa, y'all.
It's not about how many times you get hit. It's about how many times you get up and keep moving forward.
And he did that until they cut him out of Creed 3.
Right.
Like, you ain't coming back. You need to leave, Sylvester. But I wrote right. I started this whole thing. Yeah, thank you for your service. We don't need you anymore.
Exactly.
You're gonna get rid of me for this DEI high? I mean, no offense, Michael B. No offense. I'm Rocky Balboa, y'all. Like, no, you're not. You're Sylvester Stallone.
There you go.
Let's see. If I have any honorable mentions, I would say like those are all good like picks that could have made the draft. But I will say you mentioned fictional college athletes, Ray. We got to give it up to Neon Boudreaux, aka Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh yeah, from Blue Chips.
From Blue Chips, yes. Like he didn't even want all the gifts that they was giving him. He just wanted to play basketball. So Neon Boudreaux, that's a great movie with Nick Nolte as the coach. What's another movie that another character that I love? I would say, speaking of the ladies, Kathy Ireland. Off of Necessary Roughness.
Oh, yeah.
It's a star kicker for the team. That whole Necessary Roughness team was ridiculous. Where you had Sinbad as a college professor who had like a year eligibility left, and he's like 40. Come on, brother. Scott Bakula as the quarterback. Like that whole movie was ridiculous. And then, I don't know if you remember this one, Ray. You remember the program?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Latimer. The boy Latimer.
Oh yeah,
that brother was on. Was that Brian Bosworth that played Latimer?
No, I actually. Funny you mentioned the program because I actually had up the IMDb. His name is Andrew Briniarski.
Okay, I ain't never seen that brother before or
Steve
since.
Latimer,
but he was good at Steve Latimer. So Brittany Latimer was this player that was obviously on steroids, but he was like the best linebacker for this team. And they told him, like, Latimer, if you get caught with steroids again, you off the team. And so the last game of the season, I think, like, Latimer had this great play, helped the team win. And then on the sidelines, which is a random place to tell somebody, the athletic director was like, hey, Latimer, you got popped again, man. You off the team for next season. You can't come back. And so Latimer just sitting there crying. He got like the football, like face paint, the eye black, but he's like does it in like war paint, and he's just sitting there crying. And the announcers are like, just look at how much this game means to Steve Latimer. He has tears of joy coming down his face. And then it's like, that's what you call dramatic irony, Ray, because we as the viewer know Latimer is crying because he fucked up his whole life because he ain't never playing for the school again.
Career, right?
Now he got to join the FBI and track down surfers.
Right. Yeah, there ain't no such thing as NIL back in 1992, Latimer. You can't no transfer portal, brother.
My last honorable mention, and I think this may be a movie Brittany's seen. I know Ray's probably had to have seen it. We talking about, she mentioned the Scott brothers from One Tree Hill, two basketball brothers. I'm talking about the Wayans brothers though, from The Sixth Man. Marlon and Sean.
Yeah. Yes.
Where's what was it? Kadeem Hardison played Marlon Wayans' older brother.
Yes.
In The Sixth Man, and he died, but he became a ghost somehow, Brittany, that haunted the school.
Oh yeah, I've seen this movie.
Brittany's like, I know the material. Don't lecture me.
I know this one. I love this movie.
The shot at the end of the movie where the whole season, for those that haven't seen the movie, where Kadeem Hardison's been helping the team win. There's a miraculous turnaround because, like, he'll steal the ball from a player, but because he's a ghost, people can't see him. And they're like, oh, he just turned that ball over. Well, that was crazy. Or they'll shoot it and it's way off, and then he'll knock it back into the basket like that. The air in here must be on super high to blow that ball back into the basket. And so it's like Marlon got a last shot, and he shoots it, and then Kadeem Hardison's getting ready to go for like the ghostly alley-oop. And then he's like, what was his character's name?
I think I only know A and K all the way.
A and K all the way.
Like Kenny and something. I think Marlon was Kenny.
Yeah, Marlon was Kenny. Was it like Antoine, Andre?
Antoine sounds right.
He was like, Antoine, no. And then Antoine's like, he's like getting ready to put the ball in the basket, and he's like,
and then fades away.
Oh, The Sixth Man. Such a random movie.
That was a good movie. And
imagine the pitch Brittany knows about how Hollywood works, man. Imagine the pitch. Like, okay, check this out, right? Two brothers playing basketball. One of them dies. What's gonna happen? A&K got to go all the way. He comes back as a ghost and helps the team win until his brother says no, and then he fades away. What do you think, boss? How much cocaine were they on? It was a good movie though.
And for them to be, it was like, I think because apparently, he died on the floor. So
yes.
I guess his spirit was inhabited mainly on like one of those tortured souls, like from the Ghost Whisperer. Like they can't have peace until their dreams are realized. So and they end up playing for University of Washington, which is very, very random. Like Washington State, not Washington D.C. So
yes, like how did these Negroes get out of Spokane?
Right.
Who recruited them?
All right. So, but yeah, I used to love that movie as a kid, and shout out to Michael Michelle.
Yes,
aging like a fine wine.
She had a good little career, man. And then I think that was like one of the last big movie roles Kadeem Hardison had, because then he just kind of went to being like he was the dad on Casey Undercover with Zendaya for a few years. But Kadeem Hardison, man, he's an underrated actor in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was decent. I think he ended up doing like some straight to DVD movies, like some action movies, like buddy cop movies.
Nah, I don't need to see those.
Yeah, I think I like.
I need to see Kadeem Hardison as the black guy, like some Salt and Pepper Police team, like. so it's Kadeem Hardison, and who would be like the Kadeem Hardison equivalent for a white guy? Like he's probably going to be older. Like who's an older actor that kind of fell off a little bit? That would be like the grizzled partner.
You mentioned Scott Bakula. No, well the grizzled.
Yo, now I'm a little bit more interested in this movie, right? Scott Bakula, Kadeem Hardison. I might be back in on this one.
Or maybe, we were talking about Tom Berenger earlier.
Yeah, I feel like Tom Berenger is a little too grizzled, though.
Too grizzled.
A little too grizzled. Like, it's got to kind of like. I think Scott Bakula is a good pick. Somebody in that Scott Bakula kind of range, like maybe like a Tom Selleck.
Well, and you talk about Tom Berenger too, grizzled. You got Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck and Kadeem Hardison. Salt and pepper. When it comes to the law, salt and pepper, they push it real good. Coming straight to DVD. Maybe I think he may be a little too young for the game we're playing, but I feel like Nathan Fillion and Kadeem Hardison would be a good pairing.
I love Nathan Fillion.
But I feel like Nathan Fillion and Kadeem Hardison are probably around the same age.
Yeah. And I think it'd be reversed. I think Kadeem Hardison would be like
the
straight man.
by the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a fun game to play. All right, so let's go from a fun topic to maybe a more introspective topic, Ray, because I mentioned to you and Brittany that I had a theory that I've kind of been working on for the past few days, and it's something I shared with Brittany during our voice conversation the other day. A different world
meets quantum leap.
A different leap.
A different leap. Book it.
Yeah.
Where you at, Jay Lace? You got all this time to comment in the comment section. Where you at, sir? Just holler at Ray. He can get you in the room. But so this is something I shared with Britt the other night, but it's something I've been thinking about a lot lately, right? So you know the term imposter syndrome, right?
Yes.
I think a lot of people are familiar with that terminology. And this would have been a good episode to have Stone Cold Steve Willie on. He of the bionic neck fusion. Get well, Steve Willie. But so this is kind of like a corollary or maybe an inverse to imposter syndrome. It's something I've coined, Ray. I don't know if it has an actual terminology in psychology, but I've coined it the Cinderella syndrome, okay? Because if you look at the book of Cinderella or the movies or, the animated films, whatever. The story of Cinderella, we all know, Cinderella living with, her trifling stepsisters and her evil ass stepmother. That she's basically a slave or an indentured servant. She meet a fairy godmother, who gives her the glow up. She get to go to the ball. The princess like, oh damn, who that is? And then clock strike midnight. She go back to being regular ass Cinderella. And then finally at the end of the story, end of the movie, she back to being Cinderella again. And the princess like, finally, the end. So through the whole story, Ray Williams, we as the audience are made aware that, for lack of a better term, Cinderella a bad bitch. The whole show, the whole movie. We know what Cinderella about, right? Mm-hmm. But because of the situation she's in, very rarely does she get to feel like that. And so, and this has happened to me a couple times lately. Primarily, it's when I've been doing like football broadcasts. We're back in football season. I had a game the other night, but it also happens sometimes after a really good podcast that we do, where it's like there'll be this high, this elation, this dopamine rush, and then the next day when I go to work, I'm like unusually depressed, like not like depressed, like walking outside with a cloud over my head like Charlie Brown on these streets. But it's just kind of like, something's a little off today. And so I'm like, what is off? And so a lot of times when I have these thoughts, Ray, when I have these thoughts, Cap, I like to kind of analyze myself and like, okay, let's see what led to this, what led to that, what led to this. And let's kind of break down where you're at right now, my guy. And so it's like, So much like Cinderella, when she was at the ball, Ray, when I'm on these broadcasts, when I'm doing these shows, it's like, hey, I'm at the top of my game, Ray Williams.
Right.
But then it's like, oh, but you still got to go back to this dusty old castle and sweep these floors for this lady and these two trifling stepsisters you got that don't appreciate you, Ray Williams. And so it's like, I'm going from the highs of doing this game. And again, like I didn't even have a good game by my standards. Like I think I was a little rusty. Like I didn't know half the players' names on the opposing team. So I just made stuff up. And there was a guy on the played for Oscar Smith, who was the team that played Warwick. So Warwick's the home team here in Newport News. Oscar Smith is the defending Virginia State champions. And their quarterback name is Lonnie Andrews. And I kept mixing up Lonnie Andrews and Lonnie Anderson. So finally, I just started calling him L.A. the whole game. And I was like, that's a great pass there by L.A. The kids call him Hollywood because he's box office, Greg. Spoiler alert, the kids never call him Hollywood. If you ever hear me on a broadcast, Brittany, say the kids call him blank, that's code for I can't remember this dude's name, so I'm going to make up a nickname that I can use for the rest of the broadcast, and that's you are Hollywood now for the rest of the game, young fella. So like it wasn't even the best football game that I've called, but it was just like being back in the stadium and teaching the kids, like the student crew that we have, and just kind of sharing knowledge and stuff like that. And then just kind of going from that elation of just like, this is what you are meant to do. This is where you are meant to be. This is where you are home. And then it's like, oh yeah, but also capitalism. Also, let's get back to this job that, it's a decent job by job standards. But it takes a little piece of me every day, Ray Williams. Just a little bit, not a lot, maybe 0.5%. But 0.5% adds up after a while, Ray Williams. And so, yeah, it's just something I was thinking about, Britt, where it's like, and it's not some huge deal, but it's just kind of like, there's got to be a name for this kind of feeling. And it's like, I don't know why my mind went to Cinderella as the immediate corollary, the immediate comp. But I was just like, the Cinderella syndrome, that kind of fits. And so, yeah, like that's just where my head was the other night. And I thought I'd share it on the show because, again, we talk about fun stuff, but we also talk about real stuff here at the Nefarious Media Network. So, yeah, any thoughts, Cap? Any thoughts, Ray?
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that I have, because we do podcasts. Like I've done obviously so many podcasts with you. When I was doing like DCTV Classics, at first it was me and Keith. And then when we got Nick Lang, who, if anyone who like really knows me, knows that I'm a huge fan of Team Star Kid, who they do musicals that they put on YouTube. They do them in person, but they also put them on YouTube eventually. But they're known for a Harry Potter musical starring Darren Criss, who is, Darren Criss is on Glee and he's won Emmys.
Oh,
and like,
yeah.
so like Nick Lang is part of that team. And so like I reached out to him just because I was like, hey, we're going to probably do like a Holy musical Batman, because they did a Holy musical. We're like, we're probably going to do an episode on it. Do you want to like, be on? And then he's also super into like old DC stuff. So he ended up eventually becoming like a part of the podcast. It was kind of crazy because like, I was doing like this cool podcast where, someone I'm a fan of is like on it, and we're now like kind of like, cool like buddies and doing that. And then this is when I used to work at the sandwich shop, and then it was like I would go and be at the sandwich shop. And then, I got to get into a couple of Star Kids stuff free because of that, and met Darren Criss several times. And then the one time he was like, hey, Britt, he's like, how's the podcast? I'm like, this is crazy. So yeah, I definitely know the Cinderella syndrome. Like I've definitely felt that. And it's very funny because Team Star Kid did a Cinderella's Castle musical last year. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Like when you're in the space and you meet other people, and like, one time when I was doing Nerds of Color podcast with like Keith, we had the stunt guys of Shang-Chi, who like the team who did that. Like we got to talk and interview with them. So it's just like very weird how like, we've talked to some people who are pretty cool. And even on Black Lightning, we've had like cast members be on like our, podcast. So it's very weird doing that. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to go and work my normal, like, for me, it's like an hourly minimum wage job. I'm a barista now. So it's just like, going back and like doing that and then doing these stuff and whatever, regardless of who's on it or whatever. It's just a very weird, like, I don't know. Yeah, it is a weird disconnect.
Yeah, like I think Ray, like to Brittany's point, like the times where I kind of feel it the most, just because it's the quickest turnaround, is when we, like, other than like doing the football games, is when we do NWA over at Post, because that's 6 hours most of the time. Because Ray is not a great producer when it comes to keeping us on track and making sure we hit our time cues. Ray is like, how did I wind up in the crosshairs? No, but in all seriousness, it's like, so we go like 5-6 hours all the time. It's just ridiculous. And it's to the point now where I don't think we can put the toothpaste back in the tube, Ray, on NWA. I think we kind of stuck where we are. And it's not a bad place to be stuck. But like we go from like being up from like 9 to or 8, from 8 until like 2 a.m, Britt, once a month. And we just crush it. And the audience is vibing with us. And then it's just like, usually when we're done, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. And it takes me a couple hours to get to sleep. And then I'm asleep by 4. And then I got to wake up at 7. And then it's like, oh, you thought you was at the ball, Cinderella? You better get that broom and sweep this castle, in this metaphor, in this analogy that you've created. But that's the time I feel it like that once a month, Ray, after NWA, because like the 5 of us or the 4 of us, whoever makes it to the show that day, whether it's you, me, Chris, Jay, Gerard, whoever, if we got a guest like we had this past month, and like it's just vibing. And it's just like, it's the closest description I could say, other than like the Cinderella thing, is if every month, Ray, you and me and Chris and the fellas, we got to play 5-on-5 with like LeBron and Steph and KD. And then the next day we go back to our regular jobs. And it's like, that's a bit of a disconnect. So yeah, it's again, like, it's not a big thing. It's just something that's kind of been on my mind a little bit lately. But what do you got, Ray? What do you got besides being hurt that I threw you under the bus like that?
I'm used to it by now. But I think kind of also to put it to comparison with another person you mentioned earlier, your starting quarterback from Smallville High.
Okay. The GOAT.
Just kind of having having that dual role, and it's kind of like you feel free when you're in like your own skin, but then you kind of have to mask it and then go into a job that, well, most people have to go into a job that they only doing for the paycheck and things like that. So I can totally understand that. I think I can relate it like with me personally. I could kind of relate it to just doing something that it just feels natural, and it's like you love doing it, and if you could do it for free you would, but you wouldn't mind doing it to get paid as well. Like I'm big into like music and like I think I told you, Nate, before. I used to have this app on my phone, and I think I mentioned it to you too as well, Brittany. It's like karaoke app, and you could join like people all over the world and like sing songs together, and you can have like recordings, and then you can also have like live streams and sing with people. And so it's amazing, like all the different talented folks that you hear on there, and then you get a chance to sing with them, and they're like, oh, you're pretty good. And it's like, wow, that means a lot coming from somebody as amazing as some of those singers on there who could pretty much be professional if they want to. Some folks do kind of sing professionally or kind of sing in like different bands and within their home cities and stuff like that. And so, and then like you said, you gotta kind of come down to reality and go to work, and maybe like for some people, like their jobs are fulfilling in one way, but it's not like a passion. And
right.
It's like you would love to put everything into that passion, but then like the job, like your day job, you may still like it, and it may still be a little bit more than just a way to earn a living, but like it's just you want to be focused on something that you're passionate about, something that you love doing, something that you enjoy doing, something that, like you mentioned, you could do for 5 to 6 hours and not even bat an eye. So I could definitely see where you're coming from with that analogy.
And you mentioned my star quarterback, Ray Williams, the greatest fictional athlete in the game right now. That man, Kal-El, yes, is what they call him, Ray.
He just gonna quit on you after one game. I don't want to hurt them no more, coach.
I just got to save him for the championship game. That's you see that dog out there? You see that dog out there, Kent? I need you to take him out.
My bud. Don't
take him out, Kent. But I would say, like, I get where you're going with the Clark Kent analogy. I would say, and maybe if I was thinking about this a little bit more, I would have gone with the Peter Parker syndrome, even though Cinderella syndrome has some alliteration. Because at least with Clark Kent loved being a reporter. He loved him some Daily Planet. He loved him some Lois Lane, Perry White, Jimmy Olsen, the whole crew. Peter Parker, though, that's the one. That's the one. That like we were talking this out, Ray, because Peter Parker loved being Spider-Man. And then he likes being a reporter, but he don't really want to go work for this man, J. Jonah Jameson, all damn day. Talking about get me picking a Spider-Man. Like, what you think I've been doing, bro? That's all I've been doing since I've been at this damn job. It's Daily Bugle. It's getting you pictures of Spider-Man that can't nobody else get. Because spoiler alert, I'm Spider-Man, even though you ain't supposed to know that.
Right.
But like I think like
and even
Peter
though
Parker,
you hate Spider-Man,
even though you hate Spider-Man, like I think, and the only person in this paper that knows I'm Spider-Man is Robbie, because he's the black guy, and the black people in these movies always know that we got something going on we ain't supposed to be doing. But I think like Peter Parker's a good kind of a corollary as well as Cinderella, because it's like Peter Parker he got to take these damn pictures and do what he got to do to pay the bill and keep this crappy apartment, so this landlord don't keep yelling at him and trying to set him up with his daughter in the Tobey Maguire movies. But it's like that ain't what Peter Parker really want to be doing, right? That ain't what Peter Parker is supposed to be doing. Not what he is gifted at and skilled at. And so it's just kind of like, again, it's just something that kind of crossed my mind the other day. I was like, oh, that was like a big rush of endorphins. And then it's like, oh, where did they go? Where'd my endorphins go, Ray?
Right.
So,
Yeah,
so
I
yeah.
can understand that.
But yeah, like anybody out there that's feeling like that, it's okay, y'all. It's gonna get better, man. It's gonna get better.
Indeed.
It has to.
It has to.
Mhm.
Or you're just gonna die before it does, because that's something that could happen too.
Gee.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
You're gonna die just like Air Bud did.
We can't.
Spoiler alert.
We can't feed the ducks on that note. Oh Lord.
It's the most
Ducks are
depressing,
gonna be sad.
most
Damn.
depressing trip to the
Because
pond
my
ever.
question is kind of crazy, so it's gonna be a real crazy segue.
Uh-oh. Well, now we have to go to the pond, ladies and gentlemen, because sometimes, Ray, if I get this Cinderella syndrome or the Peter Parker syndrome, if you will, you know what? I just need to clear my head, man. I like to take a walk down by the park that's by my house, Ray. And then in that park, there's a pond. There's no dogs allowed because they're too busy playing football and baseball. I don't know how a damn dog plays baseball, Ray. It seems impossible. But there's no dogs, but there's a lot of ducks. And that's why I like to go and feed some ducks at the pond, Ray. Hit the music. There it goes. The sensual feeding ducks at the pond music. Quack, quack. So feeding ducks at the pond. If you're new to the parlay, this is the part of the program where the guest and I go around the horn with a question. It may be serious. It may be silly. It may be deep. It may be random as hell. I don't know what Brittany is cooking up this month, but we're going to go around the horn and ask some questions and figure out what we're going to do while we feed these ducks on the pond. And Brittany Monet, since you have intrigued the audience, I'll allow you to go first, my friend. What is your question?
I feel like this is a mix of silly and kind of serious if we were actually living in this like world of this happening. But if you were chosen as a tribute in the Hunger Games, do you think you would win? And would you want to win, thinking of everything you have to do to, like, you know, obviously win?
I think I have the capability of winning, but that's why they send the kids out. I'm 40 now. Bridget, so I ain't doing all this running and hiding and jumping, Bridget.
But there's also, if you read the books, there's that one where they end up bringing up winners from the past, and some of them are old. So yeah,
it feels like a setup.
Yeah, I think
here's the winner of the 1908 Hunger Games. Come on out, Happy. Like Happy ain't gonna make it, y'all.
He gonna go out faster than Rue. I think I'm gonna make it in like the final four.
Okay,
that's not bad.
I think I can make some alliances and kind of be like, hey, we stick together, and then like they do in like Royal Rumbles and stuff. It's like we stick together, and then we could make it together, and then we'll just battle it out amongst ourselves. So yeah, I think I got a little bit of combat skill. I'll probably have to pick up like some weapons training, because you never know, especially in the world we living in today. That might not be too far off. So but yeah, I think I'll make a pretty decent showing.
First of all, Ray, I'm gonna push back on your answer, sir. I'm not doubting your confidence and your abilities, but here's the thing, Brittany. Ray would lose immediately. Not due to his age. He's a man. He's 40. But Ray would lose because he's too busy trying to holler at what's old girl? Is it Effie?
Don't do that.
Is it
Effie Trinket?
Yes. That's what's her name? Old girl from Pitch Perfect, right? That's her.
Yes.
Elizabeth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Elizabeth
Ray would be
Banks.
too busy like, hey girl, may the odds be in your favor too. Ray's been eliminated. He wasn't paying attention.
Right.
Keep right on the ball, Ray.
Nah.
Trying to holler at Effie. But here's the thing, much along the lines of Ray, like if we just talking from a physical standpoint, like at this point of the game, me and Brittany had a conversation about Megan Nees the other day. At this point of the game, from a physical standpoint, I'm not going to be in that top 4, Ray. But from a mental standpoint, the largest muscle in your body is between your ears. That's not a fact. It's actually your gluteus maximus. That's the largest muscle in the human body. Well, you learned something this week, folks. But I feel like, yes, I'd be able to like be able to form alliances, but also be like non-threatening, like they fool people into thinking I'm not a threat, right?
Right, like the cat from Squid Game.
Yeah,
you giving everyone poison berries.
Yeah,
like that's Nate, man. He cool. Yeah, he gonna get. He ain't no threat, man. He let him do his thing, man. His homeboy Ray already died trying to holler at Effie. Just let him live, yo. Let him live. But yeah, if I was like in my 20s though, that'd be a different story, Ray Williams.
Right.
A different story. All that testosterone race, different story. But then being in my 20s, I'd probably end up dying faster. Just because I'm relying on physical attributes and not relying on strategy and not relying on the mental aspects of the Hunger Games, right?
Come on, Nate. We got this baseball bag full of liquor. Let's have a truce. That's how they gonna lure you
in. He showed up to the Hunger Games drunk. That's not a good strategy. They said it was the Hunger Games, not the Thirsty Games. Now I'm Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean, just walking around with a bottle of rum and shit. Brittany Monet, you asked the damn question. What's your answer?
Oh, well, I have asthma, so I probably would not make it to be even child me who, still asthma. So I don't know if I would have made it. But the reason why I ask is because I've been reading the Songbird and Snakes book. That's the one where it's like President Snow is younger and they made the movie a couple of years ago. So I've just had Hunger Games on my mind. So I'm like, I should ask if that's something I think they could do. Because I just kind of got to the part where Lucy Gray in the book is like, well, maybe you should start thinking of me as a winner. And it's like, maybe I need to start thinking of myself as a winner.
Okay, Brittany.
But yeah, I really like the book. And I was just thinking about that. I'm like, what would we like? What would we do if we really lived in that like reality of like this being a thing? Assuming that you're living in the districts and you get selected, right? But how would you feel like, I don't know, also being a citizen in the Capitol watching that? Would you just be like, oof, crazy, they gonna kill those kids again? Like, well, like, oh yeah. Anyways, that was my question.
Okay, I like that. Good opening question. But yeah, Ray, like, here's the thing, Ray. When Brittany started, like, if we were living in this universe, at first I thought she was gonna say, like, what would we do if we was in the purge? I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm locking all the doors, fam. Like all the doors.
It's kind of close. They're both almost close to each other realities. I'm
gonna be good though, Ray, because I'm gonna lock all the doors in the house. Ain't gonna be nobody in the house but me and my star quarterback, Kal-El.
Hell yeah.
Try to break in if you want to, Ray. Be your last break in. Like Clark, hit him with the heat vision. Like, I'm only a teenager, man. You want me to kill people? Do it, Kal-El.
What if that doggone red? What if that red kryptonite slip in there?
Well, drink all my liquor. You need to leave. All right, Ray. What's your question for the group?
All right, so I guess I'm gonna go a little deep. Do you all believe that true romantic love still exists out here?
Interesting. Yeah.
I feel like it does, but I also feel like so many of us are bogged down by capitalism and other things going on in the world that now I think it has really become more in our minds. It always was technically a business deal because back in the day, but I feel like even more now it's something that you think about because of the state of like finances and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's such a I think that there is possibility for true like romance to happen. I just think also most of us need to be more open to it because so many of us are closed off and like are like, I don't want to get hurt again, or I don't want to. If you haven't been hurt, you're like, well, I don't want to experience that because I've seen other people go through that. I don't want that to be me. Some people have all these like walls up and guards up, and some of the rules that people make up are also kind of like stupid. That I see on Twitter discourse about dating. You know, so I don't know, but I do think that there's a possibility for true romance to happen.
Okay. Ray, like Brittany said, like a lot of relationships and love, you know, if you want to frame it in that way, can be transactional. If this was back in the day, Ray, though, I think you go for at least 3 goats, brother. At least 3 goats from some village, Ray. Don't stay yourself short, my man. Maybe even a cow or 2, Ray.
I appreciate the confidence builder. Appreciate that.
Here's the thing, Ray. I would say I do not believe in the ideas of like true romance. I think that is a construct. Now, what I will say, Ray, is that I do believe in true love, and I think those are 2 different things. Because I feel like romance is the idea of love, whereas, as Chris Rock once said, when you're really in love, you got to love the crust of a motherfucker. Like, it just can't be the toppings. It can't just be the good parts. Like, because people are not these idealized versions of themselves. Like, there's good and bad with everybody. There's like things that like, hey, that person has anxiety, or hey, that person might have an issue with alcohol, or hey, that person might be scared of the dark. And these are all people on the baseball team that I'm talking about. But like, I feel like I do believe in true love, and like there is somebody for everybody. But just like romantic ideals, like I think the older I get, the more I'm just kind of like, yeah, like it's like you're talking to the guy, Ray, that hopped on a plane and flew to Canada 15 years ago now. No, 12 years ago now. Flew on a plane to Canada 12 years ago, Ray, in the name of romance. Right. Spoiler alert, that didn't turn out too well for your boy. But yeah, I do feel like romance is kind of like a young man's game, a young woman's game. Because you can make mistakes, and that's the time to make mistakes, Ray, when you're young. Right. You know, you can't be 57 years old making mistakes though like that. Like, come on, my boy. Come on, Jasper. You're too grown to be making mistakes like that, Jasper. That's the oldest name I can think of is Jasper.
It made me think of Twilight.
Did y'all hear about Jasper? He out here tricking at the club. But no, like I say, I don't believe in true romance, Ray, because I think it's just a construct. But like true love, yes, I am a romantic in that sense that I do believe in true love. Ray, you asked the damn question. Go ahead and answer it. Talk about your true romance with Effie.
All right. So
here's the thing: if we had another producer right now, like besides you and besides Jay, kind of part time, I would totally by the end of the show want them to like Photoshop like you and Effie like on a date to Mr. Childs or something. It'd be hilarious.
I tend to think, and I only made like the distinction. I only mentioned romance or romantic because there's different forms of love, like like paternal and like brotherly love and stuff like that. So I wanted to specifically focus on like romantic love. I believe there is, but I think a lot of people are confused and they mistake a lot of things for like actual true love. Like they mistake lust and being attracted to appearance, or they mistake, oh well, I'm just with this person because I don't want to be alone, and you see a lot of that. And so I think there is true love, but I think people have to recognize it. And I think you bring a great point, Nate, when you talk about like the old adage, you like even love your dirty drawers. Like you gotta love like not love your flaws, but love you for you, and are willing to stick it out with you and to help you improve yourself. And I think just showing the willingness for that already shows that you're capable of trying to find true love. And I think it is possible, but I think it takes a lot of work that people don't realize it does. That's why you do see like marriages, like, well, I guess is the rate, is like the divorce rate still around like 55%, because people don't actually like understand the work that it takes. And I mean, it also takes liking, not just loving the person and their appearance and wanting to be with them, but also like liking the person and getting along and having chemistry with the person, even like sharing hobbies and stuff and wanting to do it together with one another. Like, I think people don't realize that much. I think they only realize one facet of love, or one aspect of love, and they confuse it for being the entirety of what love is. And so I think true love is possible. You just got to know where to look, and you just got to know that you need to put the work in. So
yeah, someday you're gonna get that glass of milk, Ray. It's gonna be the coldest, most fulfilling, calcium-filled glass of milk you ever had in your life, Ray.
Brittany Monet, I was just vulnerable. I'm pouring my heart and soul out. And this is what this brother
This is what I did to you, Ray. This is what I did to
That's
you.
crazy.
Be your own people sometimes, fam.
You really do. That's crazy.
Ray is like, I'll never open up to y'all again. That's what y'all do. Is this love?
No.
Good question, though, Ray.
I done talked about my daddy on this show. I done talked about love, finding true love, and just get smacked in the face.
Damn. So this is when we need Steve Willie and TDT Talk to come in.
I do tarot reads for friends if you do want a love read. Sorry, viewers and listeners, I don't do reads for other people, only friends, because I don't charge. So
okay, that'll be interesting.
If you ever want one,
all right. It's like, what card is this?
I'll let you know. I don't know.
It's the seventh sun and a pint of milk in Mercury's and Mercury's in the microwave again.
No, it's not.
Brittany's like, it is, none of that is accurate.
I do have Edgar Allan Poe tarot cards. Oh, it's all blurry on here.
Oh,
but
wow.
I have Edgar Allan Poe.
That's perfect for Ray, because Ray's near Baltimore. That is perfect.
But I also have regular ones. We don't have to do the Edgar Allan Poe ones.
As long as you ain't got a Ouija board, we don't mess with that, Brittany Monet.
No, don't mess with the Ouija board.
Unless you're Matt Ryan, y'all.
Yes.
I'm Constantine, y'all. So, speaking of Constantine, thank you for the segue, Brittany Monet. So, this is a bit of a silly topic, but a silly question. But let's say next year, because Chris says, as he often says, this is our level up year here in the Fairies. So let's say next year we really take off and we get to talk to all sorts of different people from various walks of life. And one of the people that we get to talk to is Matt Ryan, TV's Constantine, Brittany. And Matt Ryan just becomes friends with all of us in real life. And he's like, one night he's like, you know what? I want to do something special for you all that I've never done before. And we all are at a dinner party, Ray. I don't know how we coordinated this with everybody on the network, but we all at a dinner party at Matt Ryan's house. And he's like, I want to let you in on the secret. I'm really Constantine, y'all. And we're like, what? And he's like, yes. All of those special effects you thought were on the TV, it was actually me. I'm really Constantine in real life. And I can bring back anybody from the dead for you to have a conversation with. So we at this dinner party, Ray. And Matt Ryan as Constantine, y'all, will allow us to have a conversation with anybody that is no longer with us. Could be anybody in history. Maybe somebody close to you in real life, maybe somebody that you admired. Who would you choose to have Matt Ryan Constantine, y'all, bring to the dinner party so that we could talk to them? Ray, go first.
Oh, wow. Man, I mean, I could go with like the obvious answer, like Jesus Christ. Be like, is this really all this cracked up to be? Are we?
Like, wait a minute, Jesus, you're not white? What? I've been lied to my whole life. They said you look like John Stockton in that Passion of the Christ movie.
John Stockton.
Why does Jesus look like a point guard from the 90s, Mel Gibson? Why?
I'm about to pass on this body. I'm John Stockton.
That's what he said at the first communion. It's in the Bible. We're doing religious humor, y'all.
Let's stop. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think like the obvious ones, maybe like Martin Luther King or something. I don't know, man. Let me
MLK at the dinner party would be fascinating.
All right, let me see. Oh, you know what? I was kind of, now that I'm having a little bit of time to kind of delve over it and kind of think past like my first thoughts are like not superficial, but just like easy, like go-tos. I'm kind of thinking, because I did at one point in my life, I was doing like stand-up comedy and stuff.
Okay.
And so I would think I would either, well, there's a lot of dead comics out there. I think I would go with, you know what? I think I would go with Chris Farley.
Oh, wow. I thought you was going to go Bernie Mac or Richard Pryor.
So did I.
I would love like Richard Pryor. I think he would give me some knowledge and stuff. And I'm, like Bernie Mac is like one of my top comedians, or like comedic.
I don't know what's wrong with you, Ray Williams. You had all the comics in the world you could chose, but you chose Chris Farley instead of me. I'm gonna beat your head to the white meat shows, Ray Williams. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
But I think I choose Chris Farley because I think he let his vices kind of get the best of him, and I just want to know, like, how is it that you kind of let this get ahead of you, and it's like you had all the potential in the world. It's like you were blowing up, literally and figuratively,
and you had like the examples of like people that were in your exact same spot that died, like John Belushi. Like you could look straight to John Belushi and be like, I don't want to go that route, but ended up on that same route. That's a good pick, Ray.
Yeah. So I think I'll stick with Chris Farley.
Somebody, I'll let it slide this time, Ray Williams. Come on, my bitch. I ain't scared of you, Ray Williams.
Hopefully, when I get to heaven, if I see you up there, Bernie, then we can have a chat together.
Him downstairs. That's where you're going, Ray Williams. Him downstairs. Come on, my bitch. Brittany Monet, who are you gonna have Matt Ryan Constantine, y'all, bring to the dinner party?
Yeah. Oof. I would have to probably go with Marilyn Monroe.
I knew it.
Yeah, I have so many questions. I have a lot of questions to ask her, especially because me and her have very similar birth charts. I don't know if I've talked about that on here before, but me and her have very similar birth charts, and I just have some questions to ask her. And I don't know. I feel like we would vibe. Fellow Gemini, suns, and all of we have a lot of other similar placements besides our sun placement. So I just feel like she would be a good person for me to connect with. Probably her. and if it was maybe like a more sentimental like person, would probably be my papu. So yeah.
Okay, good answer, Britt. I asked the damn question, so I think, obvious answers aside, like I'm putting aside, like, my grandmothers who are no longer with us, my grandfathers who are no longer with us, my homie, Leon, who we lost 3 years ago during COVID, or Jesus, because I feel like Matt Ryan would try to get Jesus on the line, and Jesus would be like, "Come on, man. Yeah, I got most stuff to do, man.
Yeah,
I'm busy, man.
I don't eat dinner. I don't eat.
Like, why y'all keep making me look like John Stockton? I did not play point guard for the Utah Jazz in the 1990s. How many stocks do I really have in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. That not like us time was what a time to be podcasting. Just a random, like, and that was only like a year ago. Just like the randomness of life. But I would say, like, so my serious answer would be somebody that me and Brittany and Clement and Vanessa talked about recently, and that's Chadwick Boseman. I think just, kind of chopping it up with that brother and, like, just getting his thoughts on life and purpose, and also, like, hey, you've been gone for 5 years. Like, what have you thought about what you've been seeing down here? Like, you got any advice for us, Chadwick? So I think that'd be fascinating. But then, like, on more of a sillier kind of note, in line with not Bernie Mac per se, but more like a celebrity type of thing. Because this is somebody that I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I like a couple of his songs, but I ain't really no big fan. But at one point in time, he was literally the most famous human being on the planet, and that's Elvis on these streets.
Oh yeah.
Just be like, yo, like, just tell me about your life, Elvis. Let me tell you something, little brother. King of the wildlife. Let me tell you, you got another peanut butter and jelly. What'd you say, Britt?
Oh, I was joking and saying he was still alive because someone said that they thought they saw, like, which pretty much would be an older him somewhere, and I'm like, that's why I made the joke. He's still
I've been
alive.
hanging out with Tupac and Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
little mama? I feel like my Elvis impression is just like Johnny Bravo.
Yes, it is. But Johnny Bravo is definitely like a play on like Elvis.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I made a cartoon of me. I didn't look anything like it, Ray Williams. You know what I'm saying? I think my Elvis kind of slipped into Bernie Mac a little bit there.
That's what I was saying too. 1,000 voices with just one voice.
I'm gonna tell you something, Ray Williams. Gonna bust your head to the white meat shows. You know what I'm saying? I'm Elvis Presley, y'all.
It has everything to do with us. It's Austin Butler, Elvis.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's right. They did make that Elvis movie last year.
Which I think he looks the best as Elvis. When he's blonde, I don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he would like me, but I don't know what it is about him when he's blonde. I'm just like, it doesn't do it for me.
I'd be like, Elvis, how do you feel about stealing all that music from black folks? I mean, it's what they did at the time, little brother. I'm sorry about that, man. I'd give you some reparations if I could, but I died that one time after I ate that peanut butter and banana sandwich. I'm Elvis, y'all. Watch out there, Ray Williams. Look, it is just Johnny Bravo.
I thought your question was going to be something else. I thought you were going to say if our podcast launched enough and we could pick our own, like, guest who we would do an episode with. Like, who would it be? Okay. And I was like, ooh, I'm so excited for this.
Well, who would bonus question? Oh. Who would your guest be, Brittany Monet?
Obviously, my fellow biracial Gemini, Pete Wentz of Fallout Boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ray Williams, what glass of milk would you invite to the show?
Oh well, I'm gonna switch it around on you. And go with the chocolate milk that I've always adored.
Okay.
Chene Aguma cake.
It always comes back to the Aguma sisters.
Of course.
Okay.
So, I mean, and she falls in line like we've been doing stuff on WNBA, and
that's one that's actually not that Pete Wentz isn't something that could actually happen. Like, obviously, if we got big enough, it could happen. But I think Chene is something that is reasonably realistic.
Yeah.
like reasonably, because we do talk a lot of WNBA.
Yeah, I think you just gotta be more out here. Like just keep putting the work in. But I think we can eventually get there. And maybe who knows, maybe get like the whole the ESPN women's basketball
Andrea
crew, like Andrea and Elle Duncan. Yeah.
I do love me some Elle Duncan.
Yeah, she's hilarious, man.
But yeah, like if we do score that interview, Ray, you can't be up here just being all awkward on the podcast, sir.
I won't. I'll tone down my thirst to 2 out of 10. I'll be professional.
Speaking of mild thirst, I think obviously this doesn't have anything to do with the thirst. I just love this player. Like she a dog. She more of a dog than Air Bud and Kal-El. No. Like Diana Taurasi, like that's my GOAT, the greatest female basketball player of all time, not named Cheryl Miller. That's who I would want to talk to. But if we're getting back to the thirsty side of things, and again, this is somebody, and then we've talked about this person for a bit, but like I don't know what it is with her, because she's not my type normally, but I think it's just I love her choices in terms of what she does as an actress, and like I think she's weird. Like there's no think about it. She's weird, but I think it's like the good kind of weird, not the Kanye kind of weird, or the Baca kind of weird. He's got a weird case, Ray. Why is he around? Never forget. Why is he around? Certified lover boy. Certified pedophile. But no, Parker Posey. Like I just think she's like she's a fascinating person. Like she's just weird in a good way. And it's like I just want to talk to Parker Posey for like an hour. Just like, so what was it like on the set of Blade Trinity with Wesley Snipes believing he was really Blade the whole time? Because that's something that actually happened in real life. Wesley Snipes did not get out of character once during the filming of Blade Trinity, which is wild.
He was method acting.
He would leave
a car commercial.
What?
Parker Posey? She's in some car commercial. I just saw it. Was it yesterday?
Oh.
And I was like, Parker Posey, and it made me think of you. Because anytime I mention Josie and the Pussycats, you're always like, Parker Posey.
Yeah, I do love me some Parker Posey, but like that's random. Like again, that's a random choice. Parker Posey doing car commercials. You ain't no car commercial type of celebrity, Parker Posey.
Right.
I can't remember what car it was, but it was definitely like an SUV type looking car.
It's just random. But yeah, like during the filming of Blade Trinity, Wesley Snipes was mad because rightfully so, he thought they were trying to steal his movie and give it to Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
he thought they were trying to give the movie to them, and so like he stayed in character the whole time and left like post-it notes for the director, signed Blade. Like, and I think Parker said he was high the whole time too, which tracks. Like if I was high the whole time making a vampire movie, at some point I'm gonna think I'm a vampire, Brittany. It's like,
I wish I could be a real vampire.
Stay off the weed.
But Blade Trinity that's another movie we'll watch one of these days. Added to the list of movies we'll never watch, but we say we will. But yeah. So, again, that was a bonus question. We just gave y'all a bonus question because that's what we do when we, getting over this Cinderella syndrome, Ray. When we kind of shake off them blues, we go to the pond, we feed these damn ducks. Cut the music abruptly. Of course. It's always the abrupt cutoff that makes me laugh, Ray. But yes. Another one in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Another fine episode of the Parley presented by the Nefarious Media Network. Let's go around the horn one last time, get some plugs, get some shout outs from the team here this week. First off, Brittany Monet, first in our hearts, but also first out in the Hunger Games because she got asthma. Brittany Monet. Anything you want to promote, my friend? Anything you want to share? The time is now.
I don't have anything new really going on. I wish I could share something awesome. Sorry, guys. I just kind of show up here and I have no announcements yet.
Okay.
But you can follow me on most social media platforms at Hi Brittany Monet, where I'm usually either talking about my day or my Greek lessons or whatever, books I'm reading, shows I'm watching. Yeah, I've been rewatching Lost with my dad since now he has a lot of time off. We can watch Lost. So that's what we're doing. For our like 7th time, we're watching Lost. So we are a true Lost house in this house.
Are you still doing the thing that you can't talk about yet, Brittany Monet?
As I know of, I have finished all my bits of it, so I just have to wait for there to actually be an announcement.
Okay.
Which that might really change things, which I'm hoping it propels me into a more cool space of things, which I can't wait to talk about it. So yeah.
You don't even know what she got going, Ray. You don't even know.
I wish her the best on it.
You don't even know. Oh, okay, Ray, I'm gonna spoil it. I said I wouldn't, Brittany, but so Brittany Monet is currently in the running to be cast in the next Air Bud movie. It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie, right, about Air Bud's wife, right, Air Budina, and she's gonna be playing baseball, Ray. It's gonna be called Air Budina. This bitch can pitch.
Jeez.
We're gonna get a cease and desist letter from whoever does Air Bud.
The Air Bud people aren't gonna be happy about that joke. They're gonna be like, "No, you're selling the good name of the Air Bud universe."
You had the nerve to poo-poo 7th inning fetch for that. No.
I mean, 7th inning fetch. This bitch can pitch. It's 6 1/2 dozen the other, right? Air Budina. I'm so happy for you, Brittany Monet. I think you're gonna kill it, man. I can't wait till it comes out. Streaming, digital, directed DVD.
Somewhere.
Starring Brittany Monet, Kadeem Hardison, and a dog. Kadeem Hardison's gonna be the coach on the other side. This dog can't play.
Special appearance by Scott Bakula.
Scott Bakula's going to show up. There's no rule in the playbook that says a dog can't pitch.
Oh.
Like, oh, Scott Bakula, you've done it again. Speaking of done it again, Ray Williams. Anything you would like to promote, my friend? The time is now.
Well, of course, as always, continue to support us here at Nefarious Media on all of our social media networks or mediums. Whether it be right here on YouTube or Facebook, Twitter /X, Instagram. I'm trying to help to put out some more content on those, like some shorts and things of that nature. So please continue to support us there. You can follow me personally at on Instagram at MondoDondo1 and on both Twitter and Blue Sky at Two-Way Ray.
Okay. What shirt you got on this week, Ray Williams?
Oh, that's just old school Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wolverine. Oh, Captain America, Wolverine, Cap. Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. So.
Okay. All right. Give me pictures of Spider-Man, Ray Williams. So for me, obviously, you can check me out here at the Nefarious Media Network. Follow us on all of our socials. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, and IG. The IG is really kind of popping right now. We're putting a little bit more love on the IG. So, we'd appreciate it if you followed us on those platforms. The TikTok, sooner or later, will be reactivated. And we'll have some stuff up on the TikToks, particularly Ray being petty about these Dallas Cowboys. You know what, Ray? I think actually, they say, Lizzo once said, if you a hater, that really just means you're like the biggest fan or something. Because you spend all your time hating. I think you actually may be the biggest Cowboys fan on the show, right?
No.
Go to Ray's closet. He got a Dak Prescott jersey and a Jerry Jones autograph picture.
No. Definitely not no Jerry Jones picture. No, only the one with him at the doggone at Little Rock 9. Yeah, would you sign this for me? Huh? Sign this picture for me, would you?
It was a different time, Ray Williams. They wouldn't let us sit with the colored folks, Ray. But I'm glad now. I went from not being able to eat lunch with the coloreds to now I got a whole team full of coloreds. That's called progress, Ray Williams.
All right, stop using the term colors, Jerry.
Right. I mean, it's progress, Ray. It's progress. we sang the colored people's national anthem at the game last year, Ray. It's progress. Like Jerry, you can't keep saying that word, Jerry. But while you're subscribing to all of our socials, subscribe to YouTube. If you're watching this video now or in the future on YouTube, subscribe because we are, Ray, in the midst of the drive for 500 YouTube subscribers, which gets us halfway to monetization, and 500 patrons, which would go a long ways towards improving the quality of our shows, getting a full-time producer and social media manager in on the team, giving Ray a little bit of help, and also doing some stuff to spruce up the Patreon itself, which we are in the midst of right now, where, again, we've got new tiers on the Patreon, a $3 tier, a $5 tier, a $9.99 tier, and the $40 tier if you want to be part of the What You Got on My 40 Homie level supporters for the Nefarious Media Network. And again, we do appreciate everybody that takes the time and money to support us on this. And Ray and I are working because one of the perks of signing up at any of the levels is that you get shout outs on these shows. So we are working to compile the list. And maybe by the time we get to our next episode, we'll have that list out so we can recognize you and make you feel seen and heard and appreciated. But yeah, what you say? What are you gonna say, Ray?
No, I was saying indeed. Just co-signing. That's
okay, just co-signing. Okay, I see you, Ray Williams. All right, so that's gonna do it for another episode of the Parley. Again, this is fun. We had a lot of great conversations. Brittany Monet came off the top rope with some of her sports picks. This man Ray Williams out here just being egregious, but also showing us the real Ray, showing us some things that he got going on in his life that was brought on by the Gridiron Gang. I talked about the Cinderella syndrome, and then we ended it up with a nice trip to the pond to feed them damn ducks. So we're going to do it again in the very near future with another episode of the Parley. But until then, shout out to Ray Williams. Shout out to Brittany Monet for coming through. And shout out to you for checking us out this evening or in the future to either the audio or the video version. For everyone here at the Nefarious Media Networks, I am the Godfather Nate Milton. And remember, we still love you, Juana Man. Juana!